The health belief model states that for people to fully engage in a change, they must perceive that the threat of disease is greater than their barriers to action, whatever those may be. It also includes how susceptible you think you are to illness, your confidence in your ability to follow through, and what you may think the consequences for not following through are. This is applicable to my project because for patients to be successful in healthy, safe discharges and maintaining their independence at home, they need to feel it is an investment worth making. If they feel it is too unattainable for them personally, they will not fully commit to engaging with the process and will not follow through. The theory of planned behavior brings in the element of self-control and attitudes, as well as behavioral intention. This theory is all about the perception of a person engaging in change behavior and how it influences the outcome. This theory applies to staff as well as patients. If staff do not believe that these new processes and protocols will be beneficial, they will not use them in a meaningful way to address patient concerns and discharges, which will affect the outcomes. This theory also brings in the idea of subjective and social norms and perception of control over power. These are important because they typically will come from the management when this applies to staff, and from doctors and nurses when this applies to patients. If we set a culture of acceptance and encouragement for patients, it goes a long way towards making them believe these goals are attainable. In general, my inputs are the independent variables and my outcomes are dependent. The community resources such as the ED Navigator, social services, community benefit, and existing relationships with community resources are the independent variables affecting the outcomes of discharges, effectiveness of staff education, decreasing readmissions, and increasing patient confidence in caring for themselves at home. The two models support the idea that the relationship between the inputs and outcomes are largely influenced by attitudes of staff towards the changes themselves and patients' perception of their own health as well as the discharge process.